Hey, what's going on YouTube? Mr. Football here, and today I'm back with my top 5 things players need video series. And today we're finishing up the offensive side of the ball and talking about the offensive line. Now we break the offensive line up into 3 categories. We have guards, tackles, and centers. We're kind of only really probably talk about the difference between centers, guards, tackles. Whether that center should probably use a towel. That'll probably be an extra item we throw in when we talk about that. But for just in general, all purpose, this is what kind of every lineman kind of needs. These are all just kind of top picks that I went through. Found a lot of common linemen wearing these kind of things in just today's game. But we start with cleats. A lineman is going to need a very durable mid to high cleat. A cleat like this is a little older style, but the current Nike style that is out is the Nike Zoom Force Savage Elite TD cleat. It is a molded cleat that almost resembles the Under Armour highlight cleats and the high top design. This is one of the older mid to high kind of cleats Nike came out with. This was a college exclusive for a while, but this is the Nike Zoom Hyperfly. It is a definitely a lineman style cleat, whether you talk about the offensive line or defensive line, but it is more or less a one for power. There's a lot of studs here on the bottom to kind of give different kinds of traction. With lineman cleats, kind of come in all shapes and sizes, whether, some of the cheapest cleats at $50 to some of the more expensive ones like the Force Savage Elites that are $140. So you can get kind of pricey with lineman cleats at times. But that's just kind of a general, we need something as a lineman to be a mid to high cleat. So moving on to the next item that I find most essential is gloves for a lineman. Now linemen can wear gloves, they don't have to, but for what they offer out there, these are the Nike DTAC 5 lineman gloves. They are padded on the palms, as you can see. They have padding all across the back. There are a lot of lineman glove styles out there. I like the Nike DTAC 5 the best because it does have a lightweight design. There are some areas where it's not padded, but overall a lineman needs a padded football glove with a lot of back of the hand padding. You won't get any really grip with these. You do have some type of grip, but it's more of an all-purpose style that Nike uses. The Under Armour has their style. I like Nike style. Under Armour styles like this. This is an older combat glove that I had, another lineman glove, but it has more of the full kind of back of the hand padding like some of the others have kind of gone away from, but still a lineman glove. Good necessary padding. Some of them even have like sort of a wrist strap that kind of helps secure the lockdown on your wrist. So very good thing that linemen need. Lineman gloves can also range in between $50 and $65. So linemen kind of do have it rough when it comes to their gloves sometimes, but they are worth putting out the money for. Third item is your girdle. As a lineman, personally, I would prefer linemen to wear a 5-pad or a 7-pad girdle. Preferably, I like the Riddell padded girdles, 5-pad, 7-pad girdles. This is the 7-pad Volt girdle. It's exclusive to Dick's Sporting Goods, but it has a thick hard shell padding for the thigh pads and a little extra flap, kind of go around about halfway on the other side of the leg. I like that. The hip padding comes up a little bit, like you traditionally kind of see with older football pants, where you kind of had the hip pad sticking out of the sides on both sides. I like that design for the girdle. It's all these pads are built in, and then the knee pads built in just kind of add one more thing. It's a very I like personally this style for linemen. You don't have to wear knee pads, and you also have if you're worried about knee protection, you can always just get a 5-pad girdle, but for these, these don't cover a whole lot, but they are lightweight and they're not as bulky. So if you want that, I would get the sort of a 7-pad girdle. Fourth thing, now we can start kind of getting into the different kind of things that are out there padding wise for linemen, but that's kind of where our last 2 things. This was more of a swag item to me. but I've picked this up just to kind of do for this video. But it is a Nike Hyper Strong padded sleeve. This is essentially an elbow sleeve for football players, sort of like the McDavid hex pad shooting sleeves. This is more one for a football player in that it gives you a wide range of padding across the back of the arm and elbow. Linemen commonly wear elbow pads, so that's kind of the thinking behind that. The last two items, I will mention the football towel that could be used as a center. All right, if you were a center, this kind of might be where your video ends right here. But a center might want to keep a towel either in front, or I've seen some linemen wear it on the back, so their quarterback actually has access to it when they're down there in their stance and going under center. Or you could wear it so you keep your hands dry, because sometimes it's not practical for a center to wear gloves, and sometimes the gloves can hinder you getting the snap back there quicker or not having a good feel on the ball. The last thing, and I know that would have been the fifth thing, but that's kind of more or less for centers. If we're talking about guards and tackles, guys that are going to be playing on the edge, and centers really could use these too, but a hinged knee brace, no matter what kind of brand you go look for. This is the True Fit Elite hinged knee brace. And a hinged knee brace has kind of these metal, however you want to call these, supports kind of on the side of the leg, because the worst injury that a lineman can suffer, it would be an ACL injury, getting hit either from behind or on the side. So this is sort of a way to keep the knee supported, in that you have an open knee, an open patella knee brace. This is more or less, you can find these. McDavid has, probably their most expensive one can be $80 to $100, but there are a lot more affordable ones for the $50 and $40 price range. Walmart, I noticed, had some. This one was made by a medical company that kind of does it for sports, True Fit. But this was it's a neoprene sleeve, something good that linemen might want to wear, and you don't necessarily have to wear a knee brace. If you feel better off wearing something like an ankle brace, you might want to swap that out. But linemen can actually use quite a bit of things. These aren't the most expensive knee braces. There are the DonJoy knee braces, which are very expensive per brace, and so those are what kind of college and NFL players you might see them wearing, kind of the DonJoy knee braces. So with that, that's all 5 things. I know I included one extra in there for centers to kind of swap around, because centers may not wear the gloves, so that'd be kind of where we'd swap that in there. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you have anything else to add to this list, leave them down in the comments below, and we'll see you guys next time when we start defense. We're starting defense here soon, so we'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.